Hi everybody, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn. Well, I guess I'm back on the international circuit today because I'm going to show you how to make a stir fry, and that isn't so unfamiliar. I'm going to show you how to make a spicy chicken and asparagus stir fry tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you don't like spicy, I'll talk about that a little bit later, so stick with me. Over here, I've got a large skillet heating, and in it I've put 1.5 teaspoons of canola oil, and I've just kind of swirled the oil around just to coat the bottom of the pan. Now, if you have a wok, this would be a great place to use it. Now, I'm going to take 1 pound of chicken tenders already cut up. I don't have to do anything with it other than get them in the pan and salt them. And I've actually salted them a little bit already, but I'm going to add just a pinch more. And we're just going to stir fry this for about 5 minutes. The chicken is already cooked, and I've removed it to a plate and set it aside. And our next step is to add another 1.5 teaspoons of oil to the skillet or wok, whichever you're using. Little swirl is always good. I always try to do that away from a flame though. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of ginger, minced and peeled. Or in my case, I'm using the frozen ginger that I've talked about a couple of times this week in various different recipes. And 2 teaspoons of garlic, minced. And we're just going to cook that until it gets fragrant, which should just take about 30 seconds or so. So while that's doing its thing, I've got my vegetables already chopped and ready to go. And I've talked about this too before, especially when you are stir frying, because it's such a fast process. You really want to have everything you need at hand. You want to get all your sauces, your oil, your vegetables chopped, everything at hand, because this is a pretty quick process. So, and I can just start to smell this now. So I'm going to add my vegetables to the pan. I have got about 1/4 pound of asparagus that I've cut up into about 1 to 2 inch pieces. I've got a red bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, and I've got some shredded carrot in there as well. And I just bought that shredded carrot. I didn't even mess with it and that takes the work right out of it, and it makes it so much faster. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water, and I am going to cover that. And we're going to cook that for another 4 to 5 minutes until the vegetables get crisp tender. So the vegetables look really nice. They still have a nice bright color. And so now I'm going to add the chicken back to the skillet. Toss that around just a little bit. And then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of black bean sauce. And you buy this in the Asian foods aisle. I couldn't find it, and if you can't find it, ask, because I couldn't find it, and I looked pretty well. Then I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of hot chili oil. Now, silly me, I forgot to check the cupboard before I made this dish, and I didn't have any hot chili oil. So what is it I put in the pan? Well, I added chili paste, which will give me that heat that I want still, but it's not the exact product, but it'll still give me the heat I want. Now, if you do not like hot food, you could substitute like a sesame oil here. And that would give you a nice little bit of flavor. And there we go. So you're just going to cook this until everything warms together, which will be like another 2 minutes. And then we're going to add some toasted sesame seeds to the pan. Now, earlier this week, I made a sesame chicken and I showed you how to toast the sesame seeds. And it's very easy. All you do is you take 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds, put them in a dry skillet, no oil, no cooking spray, and just put them on the flame for just a little bit. And do not turn your back on it. I turned around to wash a couple of dishes, just a couple of things. Turned around and they weren't burned, but they weren't fabulous either. So I ended up redoing them. So don't turn your back on them, keep a close eye on them. All right, that actually looks pretty good. So I'm just going to add our sesame seed. All right, let's bring this over and just show you what it looks like. Oop, let me grab another pot holder. Here we go. And there you go, guys. Spicy sesame chicken stir fry and asparagus stir fry. So give this a try, guys. I know you've got this.